Good morning. This is Luna Nightshade with Everything is Vegan But. And we are foraging right now, urban foraging. And I was riding in the car and I came across some trees that had fruit berries. This looks like a lime tree or a lemon tree, Myers lemon possibly. Let's see if they have the spines. Anytime I see fruits that are extending over the fence, over someone's property line, then I look and see if there's any fruits on the ground. If I see any fruits on the ground outside of their property line, I will pick them up. If not, I will throw some coins, some money, into their yard and pick one or two or three, depending on how much change I have. But I do not take, especially if they see signs like this, do not disturb, you do not take from them. Now, luckily, on my run to investigate that particular tree, I came across a dog walker who already had a lemon tree in their yard, and I was able to speak to them. And look it, I asked if I could buy some. And they said, no problem, here you go. And so I was gifted some lemons. Now, I don't need that much because, again, we're not here to overconsume or to take advantage of those who have been providing you with assistance. You just want to be able to take what you need. And so I took 5. But their tree was lovely. Now, the reason why I keep expressing planting seeds is the tree has been there for 5 years. And he said it just started producing lemons. It takes a while for plants to mature so that you can then start to harvest and produce fruit. So that's why it's important that as people are transitioning now into having a vegan-based diet, they need to be contributing back to earth because, again, it takes a while for these plants to germinate and it takes a while for them to then plant their seeds. And these are the lemons that I was able to partake in. Again, with permission. Doing anything without consent can be problematic. Okay? So, again, ask permission if you can. If you're in dire need, I always say, take what's on the ground, because if it's on the ground and it's outside of the property line, then it is for public consumption. And if you are going to pull off of a tree, make sure you give those people some money. Don't just take from them. Give them something in return. Even if they're not home, you can still leave some change or dollars depending on how much you're taking. But if they have signs that say do not disturb, take, or whatever, don't bother. Don't bother it. Ask Divine to guide you to another location where you may find someone who will gift you food. Because, like I said, Divine is all about being in alignment and going with the flow. Things shouldn't have to be difficult. And like on my run, I was going to investigate the tree that had to do not disturb. I didn't know that at the time when I was passing. I just wanted to see if I could talk to them. And in the meanwhile, Divine placed a great person who I was able to physically speak to, who was like, oh, I don't mind, and shared. We got to be really cognizant about how we interact with people. Being kind, being friendly goes a long way than being stealthy and a thief. So just remember that as you go throughout the day when you're doing your urban foraging. This is Luna Nightshade, and remember, If it ain't vegan, you ain't eating. Enjoy your day. This is the lemon edition.